What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be using the Huda Beauty New Nude palette. This is what it looks like. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's very different from what she's done in the past, so I really love playing with these colors. The first shade I'm going to pick up is called Play, and I'm taking this on a JH30 and I'm going to apply it all over my crease and on top of my lid as well. So this is just going to be our base color just to kind of set our concealer in place. Next shade I'm taking is called Tickle, and I'm using this on a JH34. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in my crease as well. This brush is a little bit more defined, so it's not going to blow out the shade as much. So I'm taking it all the way from the outer corner of the crease to the inner corner of the eye. After that, I'm going to take the shade Love Bite on a E36, and I'm going to apply this one on the outer corner of my eye. So I'm just going in at about a third of the outer corner. And I'm taking it up in the crease a little bit as well. Next shade I'm picking up is called Spanked, and I'm using this on an E36 as well. I'm going to use this right in front of that other darker purple shade just to kind of have a nice gradient. And now I'm blending with a JH34, and I don't have any additional product on this brush. Next, we're going to take the shade Concealed, so it's not really a shade, this is a cream concealer, and I'm going to use this to kind of cut the inner half of my eye. And the brush I'm using is a concealer brush from Sephora. After that, I'm going back in with the JH34 and just slightly blending that out. And the next shade is called Daydream. I'm going to use this on a MAC 242. So when you use this shade on a brush, you do have to go in quite a couple of times to get the intense pigment. You could use some Fix Plus, I didn't, but I felt like it still worked really nice. I'm just going back in with the shade Love Bite on the outer corners just to kind of get that intensity back. And to highlight my brow bone, I'm using Nylon by MAC. And this is a MAC 228 brush. And then I'm just blending with that big fluffy brush, just in the upper crease. And on the lower lash line, I'm taking the shade Love Bite again on a M432 and just packing that all across there. And now I'm going in with Love Bite again. No, not Love Bite, this is Spanked. And using this on a E18 and just smudging the lower lash line with that color. For gel liner, I use Mercier, the black one, and I use a Sephora number 15 brush. I didn't record that part, but I just did a little wing. And now for lashes, I'm using Azeredo lashes. This is an awesome company because they donate part of their proceeds, 5%, to cancer research. And the most exciting part is that I am affiliated with them. So if you use my code Faiza10, you'll get 10% off on anything that you buy from their website. And I'll go ahead and link that below for you guys. But these lashes are in the style Legendary. They are absolutely beautiful. This is like one of their most popular styles. So after I pop on the lashes, I'm going to go ahead and give my lashes a couple of coats of mascara. And here we have the finished eye look. And now moving on to face. First I'm going to prime. This is the Lancôme Blur and Go Stick Primer. It just helps to fill in your pores and stuff. So I'm just going to apply that in the areas where I have more creasing and more pores. I'm just going to blend it out with my finger. After that, I'm going to follow up with the Lancôme La Base Pro Primer. This is a silicone based gel primer, so it's very soft on the skin. I'm just going to apply this with my finger and put it all over my face. And for foundation, I'm using Huda Beauty Full Filter Foundation. This foundation is extremely full coverage, so you don't need to apply that much. I kind of went overboard, but I am using a beauty blender, so it does soak up a lot of the product. So after that, I'm gonna follow up with the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. I really like this concealer. The applicator is super cool because it stays really cold on the tip, so it helps deflate any puffiness around your eyes. And after I get a generous amount of that, I'm gonna go ahead and buff that out with the beauty blender. And I also go in with the E26 just to get into that inner corner of my eye. And just to blend the concealer all over. After that, I'm going to set that concealer in with a shade and light palette. I'm using the center shade called Lyric, and the brush I'm using is a JH07. So I just like to tap the product on and then I will smooth it out. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using Lancôme's translucent powder. This is called the Long Time No Shine powder. And the brush I'm using is a JH01. And now I'm going in with the bottom three shades on the Shade and Light palette, and the brush I'm using is a JH05. I'm just going to go ahead and bronze up my cheeks. I'm going to do my forehead and my jawline as well. And to contour my nose, the brush I'm using is a M504, and I'm going in with those same 3 shades from the Shade and Light palette. I'm also applying a little bit of that shade underneath my lips. And I'm just going back in with a little bit more of Lyric just to kind of clean up my bronzing. For blush today, I'm using the Clinique Cheek Pop in the shade Berry Pop, and the brush I use is a JH06. And for highlight today, I'm using the MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinish in the shade Snowflushed. This is a limited edition shade. It's part of their holiday collection, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It has like these pink reflex. It is so pretty, you guys. If you get a chance to get this, definitely get it because it's not going to be around that long. And the brush I'm using is a JH09. And I'm also going to go in with the Rivera Illuminator by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just applied this on the bridge of my nose because I didn't want to use the other one. It's a little bit too pinky to use on the nose. And for lipstick, I'm using the Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy. I know you can barely see it there, but the shade, it was called True Liar, and it is number 430. And I'm just going to quickly set in my brows with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I also use the brow definer in chocolate to fill them in. And to set all my makeup, I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And we are done after this, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can be updated on every time I upload. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a good day. Bye.